Ready. Ready. Good.
Ferguson has been such a submission threat and successful striker in the UFC that people sleep on the fact that he does come in with wrestling credentials. Two-time Cage All-American at Green Valley State University. Oh, big knee to the body, man alive.
Nice block.
All right, early action here. Every round begins on the feet, and a nice job by the boxer there to get that uppercut home.
Just knowing that that's a strike that can be effective in this particular matchup. He went to it early. It was successful. Look for him to go to it again.
Ferguson gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. Back and forth we go. Fast pace here in the early going. Edge of your seat action as expected thus far.
What a fight. My goodness, what a fight.
Nice straight punch there. Well, as usual, this outstanding striker has come out aggressively tonight, almost as if he's double parked outside.
Dude's trying to get the job done and get it done quickly. But he doesn't waste any action. Everything is so tight and crisp. That's why he lands, and he can be so aggressive.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now. But he's got to start to protect it.
Lands a good series of kicks here. Swing and a miss. Spot. Oh, another. Oh! Huge right hand! And how
Ready to fight. Ready. Good.
All right, we are underway. Here is Thug Rose Namajunas with Trevor Whitman in her corner. She's not afraid to let the fight come to her. Certainly has some first-round finishes to her credit. Angela Hill, UFC 192 comes to mind, but this is a fighter who gets stronger as the fight goes on. We'll see how Namajunas approaches things here in the early go. Circling to her right. All right, so Thug Rose Namajunas mixing it up pretty well here in the early going with her kicks and, of course, that patented jab as well.
Yeah, she pops that jab. She's so fast, and you can hear her corner telling her, Rose, stay on the jab, stay on the jab. She's so good at maintaining distance, and she's very tall for the weight class. Rose Namajunas has now figured out how to use her length to her advantage inside the octagon.
Nice body shot. Back and forth we go. Well, she whiffs on the straight right hand. Oh, and there's another combination. She's turning this into a sparring session. Just high volume, and her opponent's got to make some adjustments.
Opponent has to make adjustments, but she has to interrupt those combos. When she gets going into her combination, opponent needs to interrupt that. When she is this free-flowing, it is very difficult to deal with.
Oh, lands a nice straight. Well, she's come out swinging early as expected. Truly an elite striker and a very aggressive one at that.
Very aggressive, but don't think because she's aggressive, she puts herself out of position. She's very sharp in everything that she throws.
Just over 2 minutes now to go.
Beautiful strike.
There she goes, landing that jab again. She might have a better jab than you do.
Oh, she's got a fantastic jab. I'm telling you, put me to shame. I like to try to fight behind my jab, but I'm not sure I've ever landed them so consistently as we've seen her do tonight.
Side kick is there. Namajunas gets hit with a kick. Oh, roundhouse kick. Style points on that one. Well, I hope the judges recognize that she's blocking the majority of these shots. She's doing a beautiful job, I think, defensively.
She's doing a great job defensively.
Beautiful hook. Oh, another beautiful kick to the thigh. She has attacked that area to great effect here tonight.
She said that was in the game plan. Let's work every part of the body. Right now, the target is the thigh, and she is attacking it effectively.
Back and forth we go. Round 2 straight ahead.
Hey, stop.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays. You knew she came in with the book on her as a kicker, and her opponent did nothing to adjust.
Her opponent didn't check one kick, so why would she not continue down that path? Why would she not continue to throw her hands just to set up those beautiful, nasty kicks? And she is landing them with full force every time she throws it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. All right, here we go with our next round. Previous round, both fighters had their moments. We'll see who takes the upper hand here.
Both had their moments, but nobody really stood out. Nobody separated themselves from the other fighter. Which of these two women is going to be able to really charge out ahead in the next round?
Trying to kick the leg out. All right, so here we are deep into this fight now, and you can see the frustration out of the corner that their pupil, at least to this point, she hasn't attempted a single takedown.
They know who she is. They've trained her. They've seen her since day... Oh!
How good was that judo toss? All right, so she's able to work her way back to her feet now.
Oh, left hook.
All right, so the jab lands yet again for Thug Rose Namajunas, really starting to mix things up well on her.
She does it all. I mean, I think Rose Namajunas is one of the best athletes in the strawweight division. She fights long. She stays behind the jab, and she uses her kicks to make sure that she's at range and safe.
So she backs up here and lets her opponent stand up. Defense held up there as she blocks that shot. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range. Massive head kick.
Oh, nice.
Leg attempt here. Nice job to catch the leg and work it into a takedown. Well, you know she can do it all in the octagon tonight. She is largely a striker, and man, has she had it going really from the opening bell.
From the start of the fight, you could see that she was different tonight. You could see that she was going to lean on the cardio, set a high pace, and hope that her opponent could not keep up. And not only is she fighting hard, she is landing just about everything that she throws. She closes the distance and gets a single collar.
Oh, you got a beautiful reaction by her there. She catches the kick and looks for an immediate takedown with the count.
Reactionary takedowns are the best takedowns because you don't have to go and create them. She did exactly that on that takedown after catching the kick.
All right, so a pretty interesting development here in terms of this fighter's evolution. Just as we saw in the last round, primarily a jiu-jitsu athlete, having a lot of success with her striking team.
Well, you can see it from the moment she came out the corner. She was confident. She told us she would not chase takedowns. She felt like she was even better in the striking, and to this point, she has proven exactly that.
Namajunas' nose is cut now, and she's starting to deal with some blood in that area.
She got that single collar tie.
Oh, big elbow.
Massive elbow lands from the point.
10 minutes in the can. All right, so there's the end of the round, and in terms of offensive wrestling execution, she had it all going there.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was racing to position. Once she got to her leg, she didn't pause. She didn't stop. She went right to the finishes that she needed in order to get the fight to the ground. I mean, that was a great display of offensive wrestling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go, third and final round. All right, so that last round, another pretty good frame for both fighters. We'll see which woman makes the requisite adjustments here in this next one.
Somebody has to really get out ahead. It's too worrisome going to the judges. Oh, no!
Oh, she's got to keep pressing now.
I mean, that is a big shot to the head. I cannot believe she's still standing. Oh, nice elbow.
Well, it looked like we were going to get a finish. She had her rocked pretty good, but she wasn't able to close the show.
She wasn't able to find the finish. She hurt her very badly. She was not able to find that one shot that would have finished the fight.
All right, so she continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like she did in the previous round. As efficient as any striker in the division, this is a world-class display of striking here tonight.
Ooh, what a punch.
Well, Namajunas' right torso started to bruise pretty good here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that hook landed forward.
Oh!
Really finding the kicking range now. Another one lands there. Well, she is clearly going to be on the wrong end of the scorecards if we get there, DC. Gotta think she's got to go balls to the wall for submissions now.
She's got to go crazy. All those things her jiu-jitsu coach tells her. Don't try this, don't try that. You got to try it now. There's nothing else to work on.
Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues. Her opponent maybe seeing stars at this point.
Her opponent's seeing stars. Her opponent's hurt. She has to really get after her now and try to find that kill shot that's going to finish the night.
So she's holding on to her here, not doing too much, really just looking to recover. Oh, nice connection by her there.
She's in a ton of trouble here.
Oh my goodness, she hurt her again.
Less than a minute now to go in the round. Oh, heavy kick downstairs. Well, not at all the way she drew it up, DC, and you can just tell by her. Huge shots landed on both sides. How are they still standing? Oh, you got to.
She's getting up, yep.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, as we get underway here, DC, your thoughts on this striking matchup? On one side, primarily a boxer. On the other side, his opponent incorporates the kicks as well.
Well, the kickboxer, to me, has the advantage because he can reach his opponent at a further distance. He can throw kicks before the boxer is within range. Now, for the boxer, he needs to get close. He needs to eliminate the kicks and use his pressure to allow for him to be in boxing range. You heard him bad.
Oh, perfect execution on the low kick. Oh, nice straight. That'll work.
Good punch lands.
Right hook to the head, blocked. That one connected. Well, he's connected on a few hooks so far here in the round, and there it is again. So every time he goes back to the well with that hook, he seems to come out. Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Oh, beautifully placed with the lead left hand. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing.
He's landed thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot to the head. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Huge left hand. Nice liver shot lands.
That knee hurt him.
Bleeding now, nasty cut on his nose. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra. Man, this is wild. These guys are both throwing everything with quite a
Now he's back up. I mean, geez Louise.
Oh, straight punch. Still unable to find that precise range with the high kick.
Oh, he blocked that punch.
15 seconds to go. Huge shots there. Oh, so there's the horn signaling the end of the round. Thankfully for him, that'll keep him in the fight. Knocked down near the end of the round. Saved by the bell, ladies and gentlemen.
He took his best shots and smiled back at him. Now it's your turn. We have to go and move.
All right, so a big knockdown in that last round, DC. We'll show you the replay. Nearly had him out of there.
He almost had him out. He had him gone. He hurt him real bad. He thought the fight was over. But the night will go on. The dance continues. Will this be the final dance?
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet. Head kick there as it lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
He's in trouble.
All right, well, that blow is bossing from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to turn it around.
And back to his feet. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Huge block there. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 2. All right, so we're starting to see some swelling now, DC. We'll see if he can make some adjustments defensively.
He's taking too many of these shots at top. I mean, he's got to move his head right away. He's waiting. He's being reactive. You got to be active in your motions before your opponent sets up their attacks.
Just out of range with that right hand.
Hurt him again.
Able to get back to his feet yet again. Oh, but not a good look for the judges here. Look how wobbly he is. Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek. Oh, brutal knee to the body. 90 seconds to go. Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 32 seconds.
You ready? You ready?
All right, Islam Makhachev, the UFC lightweight champion, putting the belt on the line tonight against the former King Charles Dubronx Oliveira. They met for the first time at UFC 280. That was back in 2022. And Dubronx looking for a different result here tonight.
You know, John, that was the first time we saw Charles Oliveira over the course of that long run struggle with the fight style. But Charles Oliveira has promised us he's going back to the drawing board. He's fixed the holes in the game, and he has a different approach to Makhachev. Let's see how he handles this test for the second time. Makhachev is confident, though, that he gets the job.
The left punch is true. Now the right hand. Makhachev gets caught by that flush straight punch. Nice job by the offense there. Oh, you gotta love this. He is coming out swinging early. No surprise, the aggression on full display.
No, he said he was going to take it to this guy. That is exactly what he's doing as he starts this fight.
Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume tonight.
Jab, right hand, body shot, I mean kicks. What?
Oh, knee strike right to the midsection there. Oliveira's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Oh, my goodness.
That's good defense to get that guard up. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
2 minutes on the round 1 clock. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch.
And there's that jab. Oh, back and forth we go.
Oliveira's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Oh, beautiful. Ooh. Big left hook coming. It's blocked. Wow, what a head kick.
What a setup. He lands a beautiful flying knee. Liver kick.
45 seconds to go here in round 1.
Well, the one thing about throwing jabs is that when you throw a jab, you kind of set your lead leg because you're trying to extend on the jab. If a person has good timing on leg kicks, they will land almost every time. So you got to be careful.
Final seconds here of round 1. And now he's got the back. 5 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Oliveira's in half guard now. Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done. All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor, Chief.
The swelling's starting to become a factor. This guy is so good at recognizing a weakness in his opponent. He got him hurt, he got him swollen a little bit, and now it's starting to pay dividends. Oh, big elbow.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. We'll see if he can finish.
Oh, he's stunned bad. He's got to grab him. He's got to recover. He went high on that one.
Both fighters throwing heat now.
Another one.
Back to his feet.
Oh!
Huge elbow there. Under 3 minutes now to go in round 2. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just... Charles Oliveira with a huge win tonight!
Oh, my goodness.
All right, now we go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 19 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Charles the Bronx Oliveira.
All right, you heard it there from Buff Charles Oliveira.